Okay, so with it,
So do you?
it's just on the bottom. It's like, you know how they have different tabs for the Excel sheet? Here,
Yeah.
let me open it up and then I will share it with you.
Yeah, I Wanda helped me download that, and it's on my Google Sheets. Put it in the Google Sheets, so it's working for me.
Okay. Sorry, I have to pull it up. Okay, we are here. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so Raquel, right here, do you see this? It says 1 proportion and 2 proportions.
One sample Z test for a proportion.
Is she still there? So I can't see. Yep.
Does that work for lesson 19 too?
Yeah, so look at the bottom. So it just like you have, so whether you're doing a 1 proportion or 2 proportion, it's both on there. You click on it here. This is just for 1 sample Z test, so the 1 proportion. And then this next file on the bottom right here, that's a 2 sample. That's for this. So I tried downloading it again and I realized, oh, I already have both of these.
I thought lesson 19, I did it on SPSS. It was a lot faster.
Okay, so
The table at the bottom, I just created a table, and the population and the party, that was the string, and then I had the count on the one side, and it was so fast, so simple.
yeah,
Yeah, I love that Excel sheet.
it was helpful. Okay, so just a question as we start. Did you guys know how to make so in our for lesson 18, we have to make the bar charts and pie charts.
Yes.
I didn't know how to do that. That's the only question I have for lesson 18, is how you do that.
We did it in SPSS.
Yeah, I just didn't know how to do that in SPSS. Because we had to plug in you have to plug in all the information, right?
Yes, we did. We plugged in the information and did the bar and all that.
I think doing lesson 19 helped me, so I'm thinking maybe I'll understand it, but I have to go back over and do it. I just didn't know if anybody else had understood that. Does anybody have questions for lesson 18, I mean?
No, not after I found the Excel sheet.
Yeah.
Like doing it by hand, I was like, this is taking forever, and then I kept getting it wrong. And I was like, and then I watched the professor's video. I was like, oh, okay.
I know. It's so frustrating. You're like, what the heck? I just did all that work for this?
Right. But I was glad to find it because I was like, well, I'd prefer that anyway. So the only questions I have are on lesson 19.
Okay, well, let's do this. Let's just, if we can get this done fast, and then we can, I'm thinking, let's just do our group quiz right now if we're ready for it.
Okay.
And then we can start on lesson 19 as fast as we can, and then we can have any leftover time. We can work on our study the data, because that's all we have to do this week is just to go back over. But really, we can't go back over until we get feedback. So
Right.
I was thinking what we could do is, even if we ended this a little bit earlier, we'd always just meet up again this week. And then that would count for whatever, if we don't hit our 2 hours, that would count for the rest of our 2 hours. How does that sound to you guys?
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. I don't think he literally meant 2 hours.
Well, because we have to meet for an hour for each lesson.
Marisa, I can hear everybody except you. Sound like you're in a can or something.
Okay, hold on. Let me get some headphones in. You eating my food? Okay, sorry guys, let me just get my headphones in and let me know how that sounds. No, it's not mine. Okay, Raquel, does that sound better?
Oh, wow. Much better.
Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Sorry about that. Sometimes it's hard with just the speaker headphones. Okay, so does everybody have lesson 18 group quiz open?
Getting there, getting there.
Yeah, Mama doesn't have a can for enough. Okay, go play.
Oh, quiz. Anxiety starts.
Yeah, Raquel, I hear you. I have anxiety. Last Saturday when I took the quiz on lesson 17, I did all that calculation by hand, though I got it was pretty sad.
Oh.
But to see that you have 5 points for all the calculations. Really?
You're dedicated for now.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
Wow.
Okay, so let's start. Let me.
Okay. Table in lesson 18. Okay.
So our group quiz. Get my calculator up. So lesson 3. So for the next 9 questions, we will review the PTC tasting study with different data. So out of 70 females in the sample, 52 can taste PTC out of 59 males in the samples, and 42 can taste PTC. So use the data presented here. So let P1 be the proportion of females in the population who can taste PTC, and let P2 be the males. The research study is given here. Is the proportion of females who can taste PTC different from the proportion of males who can taste PTC? So use the data so the answer question 3 is actually use the data to find p hat. So for the first sample.
Okay.
So p hat is this x divided by n, which females we'd have 18 divided by 52.
Okay. Is this for 2 proportions?
Yeah, so this is for the first one, and then we'll have to do the second sample for the second one.
What was the X?
18.
18. And how many?
52.
So we have.
And the second people who couldn't taste it or whatever?
So what are you asking?
I should just look at the data, sorry.
It's just 18 divided by 52.
Where do you get the 18?
Don't you do
Okay.
number? Don't you do number of successes added
42.
total?
I got 0.346. Is that what you're asking, Emily?
No, I was wondering when you set it up, because you
Mhm.
said 18 out of 52, but wouldn't it be like the total successes out of the total sample, which would be 70?
No, because we're just trying to figure out what
The P hat?
just what the p hat is, and so the p hat is just the
It would
Oh,
be X over total number of samples.
Of
So wouldn't it be
samples.
number of successes
It'd be
Over
52
over
divided
70?
by 70, right?
maybe we'd have.
Okay. Okay, the P hat for the first one is 0.346 and the
I'm
second
pretty
one
sure
is.
you don't do the total. I think that's what Fanel said. We don't do the total.
We don't do the total?
Yeah.
But isn't that the sample total? Isn't that because it says no and yes, and so the yes is not.
You're
the
so right.
sample.
Oh, so they want us to put the female first.
The no is the failures, and then the yeses are the successes, right?
Yes.
So I don't know what one it's asking. Is it?
So
who
wouldn't
can
it be?
taste? So yes divided by the total. So you're right, Emily. I'd even think, because I was thinking from our preparation, we didn't have the total on the preparation.
Got it.
Way
Okay.
to check that.
No
or check
problem.
that. Okay, so it will be 52 divided by 70.
Hat 1. So P hat 1 is 0.346.
No, it's 0.743.
Yeah.
Because we're doing the. It's okay. We're
you
doing the
This is-
yes divided by the sum, which is 52 divided by 70.
No, 52. Oh, that's right, 70, not 52, sorry. You're right, 70. So it'd be 0.257.
I got 0.712 for the males. For
Okay, are
P2.
they talking about all the people in the first deal? Or the people who could taste it, the people who didn't taste it?
It
So
wants
it's the yes divided by the
P1.
total.
It wants P1, which would be the females.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hat for P1. So 743, right? 0.743?
0.743, yeah.
Okay.
52.
And then the ouch, chance, no. We do 42.
Wait, can we go back to that one? So there were like 52 female who could taste out of 70.
Yeah.
Okay, is it 0.743, sorry.
Yep.
Right there at me, oh, sorry.
Okay.
Different.
And then the P2 was 42.
So did everybody get the same answer for
Just a second.
3 is 0.743?
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And let me know what everybody has for 4.
You got 713. I got 712.
Mm-hmm.
0.713. Or 2, sorry.
That's
712.
what I got.
0.712, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I got. And then
Which set of hypotheses is appropriate for
I
addressing
think
the research?
it's the last one. I mean the first
With the
one.
P.
The first one.
Okay.
Because it's different then. Okay.
Yeah, it's the not equal to, where is it not equal?
So for number 6, we're finding the confidence interval, so that's where we get our handy dandy Excel sheet.
Mhm. So the point estimate, would that be 1.96? For the point estimate.
And put your point estimate.
Would that be 1.96?
I can't remember what the terms are again.
Okay, can we look at number 5 again?
Sure. It's the first one is what we got for now.
Oh, okay. Because down at the bottom, the HAP hat 1 not equal to P hat 2.
But it's the same. It's not the P hat.
It's the true population.
Yeah, it's the true population,
All right. After that one.
if that makes sense.
Okay. What is this?
Create a 95% confidence interval. P1 and P2.
Okay, so in our Excel sheet, we put 18, or wait, we put 52, and 70 for our N.
And what?
In our Excel sheet,
Mm-hmm.
and then what was the null hypothesis?
Would it be, I think,
It's not on this one though.
Which one? Oh,
oh, you know what? We have to do different then. Make sure you do the drop bar for type of test, okay?
create a 95% confidence for P1 and P2.
Yeah, I did not equal to, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. Okay.
We're supposed to do the point estimate.
That's the z-score, right?
Is it? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was that or if it's like the 1.96 that represents 95%.
So
I think I wrote that as a note somewhere.
yeah.
That's in my
He had one.
I just remember the critical value is the z-score. That's all I have written down. I don't remember what the point estimate is. I can look up in our reading.
Where did I even highlighted it.
It says test statistic for Z, but when it's referring to the point estimate.
So the point estimate, p hat is called a point estimate of p. The sample proportion p hat is 1 point on the number line that estimates the value of the true proportion.
So maybe it's that one where we had to do the I don't remember what it is, but we have to use both of them to be able to get the full.
Yes, it's p hat 1 minus p hat 2 minus p1 minus p2, which is basically 0. And then we divide it by the square root of p hat 1 minus p hat 1, and I think the true population.
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that either.
And then n1 plus 1 over n.
I remember seeing it, but I don't think I
Okay.
wrote it down. If you go to our homework for 18 and you go to the summary box at the very end where it does like a review, there's the over proportion for p hat where it's x1 plus x2 over n1 plus n2. So I don't know if that's it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a long, hairy process, I remember.
Wait, what homework?
So homework 8, so text 8, and then you go to the summary at the very, very end. And then it has the overall sample proportion where p hat equals, and then it shows with both proportions.
Oh, this is in the book? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in the text.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it was wrong.
So maybe that's it? I
Really,
don't know.
really ugly. Sorry. It was ugly, I remember. Yikes. Yeah, it was like, oh, that was, okay, so it's 1.96 times, are we looking for the margin of error?
Oh, are we just looking for p hat?
I don't, well, p hat is the point estimate.
It's 0.743 then. We have it already in our Excel.
What is it? Where do you find that? So that's,
right down
It's
there.
under descriptive statistics.
well,
Could it
that's
be
p
that-
hat 1.
It's 0.743 for the first one.
But that's
Could
p
it
hat
be
1.
the,
We need the combined one, right?
But if you combine the two of them,
could the point
Did you
estimate be the p-value? I'll do this.
so
Did you guys find the text that I was talking about? The
No,
summary part?
I'm still looking for it. Where's it at?
It's at the very
Oh,
end. It's
sorry.
the summary where it does like the review and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then it's like bullet point 2, I think. And it's talking about the hypothesis test only, but I don't know if that's...
Okay, I'm gonna have to open up. I have it downloaded, but it's coming through weird.
Third one. I can show it on...
Yeah, maybe just share it. Sorry, mine.
Okay. So, you see... I think it's the overall proportion. Is it supposed to be where they're combined?
Yeah.
So wait, let me write that down real fast. P hat equals x1 minus x2
I mean,
divided by.
since our Excel has already told us what p hat 1 and p hat 2 is, why don't we just add those?
So I think. Yeah, that's probably. Let me see. I'm gonna.
We could probably do that because above that it shows p hat 1 and then p hat 2 and it shows the same thing but it's separated, so we probably could do that.
I got 1.455 and then just take that and multiply it by 1.96. Look, I'll take a chance.
10 divided by.
2.8.
So I got point. If you do it that way, I got 0.909.
909. I got 2 point. When I add those two and multiply it, oh my gosh, my computer just shut down. Oh, I got oh, piece of junk. Sorry.
You're okay. That's so annoying.
Let me see.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, now don't worry. Mine did that once, and it should bring it back up, and it should save all your answers as long as you had them saved.
This is my group quiz.
It's just that it's frustrating.
It's already coming. Okay, continue the quiz. Oh my goodness. I'd like to slap this guy around.
So you're adding. Okay, I'm still kind of lost on number 6. You're adding p hat 1 and p hat 2.
I add the p hat 1 and the p hat 2 and multiply it by 1.96, and I came up with 2.8518. I don't know if I did it right.
So I did it the way that formula Emily gave, and I got 0.909.
I divided 52 over 70, and I got 0.7428571,429. And then I did the same, like I divided the 42 over 59, and then I added those together, and those came out to the same thing I got when I just added the p-hats that we see in the Excel, 0.743 and 0.712, and I got the same answer. And my answer is 1.455.
1.455.
But I don't know if that's right. So if you add 0.743 with 0.712 for the two p-hats, and you combine them, it's 1.455. And then I did it to where it was 52 over 70 and then 42 over 59.
And then add the two.
Careful. I got what you're saying, 0.1445, but I don't know what the correct formula is for this. Do you want more?
The correct formula is Z star times square root of p hat 1, okay, parenthesis 1 minus p hat 1 divided by n1, which is the number, your total number, plus p hat 2, parenthesis 1 minus p hat 2 over n2. You add those, when you do both of them, you add them both.
But that's for the margin of error, though. That formula you just gave, that's the margin of error.
This is an equation for confidence interval.
Right, that's for the margin of error, but we want the point estimate.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
This is
all right.
Something
I got you.
further.
I got you. Okay, I'll go find that one. We're not.
So, is the point estimate supposed to be the p-hat?
It's right there. Oh, for the both of them, 0.394.
What? That's a z-score.
Bottom two proportion z-test. The Z is 0.394.
Is that the point estimate though?
Oh, you're right. No, that's not the point estimate. That is the test value, the statistic.
I have a note in here from one of Brother Balls' classes. It says, the best point estimate of proportion is p hat equals x over n, the number of individuals in the sample with the specified characteristic. So
then it would be the combined one,
add
wouldn't it?
n1 and n2 and then add x1 and x2 and then divide them?
Well, I think it's the one that I showed you where it shows them combined, but they have them separate first.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's what it is.
Okay, 52.
I don't know how to do that.
You know what we could do?
I think I can put down the answer I got, and then I can let you know if it's right.
I mean, yeah, I'd be fine doing that if we all just did different answers to see which is the right way.
Okay.
I could do the one where it's p hat equals, that first one you said x minus x2 divided by n1 plus n2. Was it n1 plus n2, is that right?
It's p hat equals x1 plus x2 over n1 plus n2. But maybe, like Raquel was saying, because now I'm seeing it, it's not separate, and so maybe that's where my error came up. And so, like she was saying, maybe we're supposed to divide after we've added them. I didn't see that they weren't separated. So maybe we're supposed to...
Oh, so maybe that line is just, there's supposed to be a space, and then it's just plus.
Well, I think that there's, you add a cross on the top, and then you add below, and then you divide it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I just
so-
did that. I did 52 plus 42, which is 94. And then 70
And then you
plus
got-
59 equals 129, right? Is that what you got?
I have a question.
Yeah.
And then I can
what I got.
divide it. And I'm getting 0.723. Or
Should
729.
we be
That's what I
using
have now.
the confidence interval numbers to find this answer, since it says what is the point estimate for this 95% confidence interval?
I think that the point estimate, I don't think that has anything to do with the 95%. I think that the point estimate is what you get, and then you use it in the 95%.
Okay.
It's just telling us which one it is.
Yeah, but I got 0.729 now that I changed and fixed it. So I got the same one as you.
Okay. So the 0.729?
Yeah. And so I think that was my error, is that I separated them first and then added them. So I'm going to put the same one as you. Because I think, like Raquel was saying, it's the p hat, which is x over n. So this one is the same thing, but it's with two proportions. And so
I feel
we'll
like
find
that's
out if it's wrong.
best. Well, I'm doing it. Okay,
Me
let's
too.
move on, just so then we're not... I'm sorry, I'm looking at the time like it's 9:33. Oh, also, guys, I have to get off pretty much like right at 11. I have an interview for an internship. Like close. She just said call right after your class meeting. So
Okay, sounds good.
sorry. I don't
Yeah,
know.
No, it's good.
This up because you can count who were in the meeting, and you can just go ahead and finish up, because you know, if you have to leave and you didn't finish 19, you can still count it as we met.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 7. How do you set up the margin of error?
Okay. So the margin of error is you look at the confidence interval formula if you have that written down.
Uh-huh.
Everything right of the plus or minus the z-score. So we'll do the z-score. So I'll set it up with you guys. We can talk it through. So it's 1.96.
All you have to do is take the upper bound of the confidence interval, subtract the lower one, and then divide it by 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can use
actually-
what's on here then?
Yeah.
We can do the 0? Okay.
It's negative 0.123, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where
So we
is
do Do we do upper bound and then subtract lower bound?
Upper bound minus lower bound divided by 2. I got 0.154.
0.18539.
So I got 0.154.
So what do you guys have on top?
1.8.
1855.
0.185.
And then,
8539. Bottom.
and then you subtract what?
Negative 0.123.
And you should come up with 0.308.
I got 0.154.
No, the first step that she's doing right now.
Oh,
and then you
sorry.
divide 0.308 by 2.
So 0.185 subtract
You hungry?
0.123, and then that comes out to 0.062.
0.15, or yeah, 0.154.
Because when I subtract 0.185, like if I do 0.185 minus 0.123, it comes out to 0.062.
Did you put, you have to do 2 negative signs,
Yeah.
because it's a negative
Oh.
number. With
So
do
I guess it's really
influence-
just adding it.
Yeah.
Use minus 0.18539 minus negative 0.12340. Divided by 2, you get 0.154395.
Can you show me on your calculator how you guys are doing that?
I have a different calculator.
Right there.
I can do
Okay, so let me
mine.
write it out. So
Okay, so you use the minus symbol, and then you do also the negative 0.123,
Right.
and it's
This.
so it's 0.308.
Something like that.
Okay, thank you.
Do you still need to
Sorry.
see it, Emily?
So it's 0.308. Is that right? And then you divide it by 2, and you get 0.154.
Yeah, can you see my screen? This is the first step.
Okay, yeah, I got that one. And then you
And then
divide
just-
that by 2.
Divide that by 2.
Got it. That's why I always messed up at the whenever I did that one. Thank you.
question real fast.
You're welcome.
You guys, we're using the 2 proportion one, right?
Yes.
On the Excel sheet, correct?
Yes, the one in the middle.
Okay, I was just making sure. Oh, what do you need? Okay, so we got 1.54.
Oh, the one at the bottom. Because, oops. The one at the bottom, 2 proportion z-test. Because it gives the confidence interval P1 and P2.
Do you want more food? Are you hungry? Okay.
So for 7, it's 0.154. Number
Correct.
8 is negative 0.123. Number 9 is 0.185.
Yep.
And then the p-value is 0.743. And so we are going to fail to reject,
Okay.
Wait a minute.
right? Because the p-value,
Yeah, the p-value is 0.693, so we failed to reject.
and that's we're going to fail to reject the
The null.
HO.
So the first one.
oh, got it. Okay.
Input the lower bound. Negative point
There's
2, 3.
Oh, you want gum. Say please.
Okay.
There.
Failed to reject, so there's
Make sure it's the first one. Failed to reject the null.
Oh, I was
Okay.
reading 11. It's going to be insufficient since we failed. So it's
And
going to
we were
be,
doing different, so it would be the last one.
it's going to be
Yeah,
A
it's
or
different
C.
then. So it's D.
619, failed to reject.
Okay. So for
One,
next, so for number, oh, sorry, my son is doing raspberries on my legs in case you hear weird noises. It's not me. Oh my gosh. Okay. For the next 9 questions, we will review the mortality rates and day of admission heart attacks.
I'm sorry. Are you on 11 or 12?
We're on 12 now.
Well, I got distracted.
No, you're okay. So we
Okay.
got D for number 11 because it's insufficient, and we want to make sure that it's different then.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Next.
Okay. Are we good? Everybody good?
Yes, everybody's good.
I'm good.
Okay. So I'll just pick up. So use this for the next 9 questions. So out of 118,519 who had a heart attack during a weekday, 16713 had died, and out of 42,447 that had a heart attack on the weekend, 6,155 had died. Please use the data presented here. So let P1 be the excuse me. Let P1 be the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and remitted on a weekday who died, and then P2 will be the heart attack on the weekend. The research question for this study is given here. Is the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday who die less than the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and admitted to the hospital on the weekend who died? So we have to test for 12 the conditions of conducting a hypothesis and see if they're satisfied.
Are we doing the people who died?
So we have to do both of them,
Both of them?
both samples.
All right. Count. I'm setting it up in SPSS.
So right now we have to do, oh yeah, we could really just put this in our Excel sheet because it'll tell us if the check requirements are all done. So,
And it's nice because it gives us the X and the N. It
I know,
labels it,
that's
so
nice.
nice.
So, died, oh yeah, so we're doing our died. So 16713 is our X for the first sample, right?
So is X1 16713,
Yep.
N1 is 118519, X2 is 6155, and then N2 is 42447. And we're doing less than, is it P1 is,
Less than the middle one.
okay, thanks.
I know,
I'm like,
So
No.
okay.
Okay, so it looks like the requirements are
They're
met.
satisfied. Yep.
So did you guys input it all in Excel?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was still doing SPSS.
You know, I don't think you really need to do an SPSS. You can just do it in the Excel and you'd be fine.
Okay.
So 13 would be P1 equals P2, and HA
So number
is P
12 was that.
less than P2, the last one.
Yeah, I got the last one.
Okay.
For now, where are you at?
I am on number 12. Where do I plug in the number on Excel?
So are you in this Excel sheet that has the 2 proportions?
Yes.
Okay, so for X1, put 16713.
6, 7. Okay.
And then for N1, put 118519.
118519.
And then for
Okay.
X2, do 6155.
Okay.
And then N2, do 42447. And then below at the type of test, make sure you do less than. P1 is less than P2.
Okay.
So then on the right side, it says check requirements all are greater than or equal to 10. In the first sample, they're all greater, and the second sample, they're all greater than or equal to 10. So we put true for.
Yeah. All the requirements are met. It's
Yep.
right there in the top one.
And then for 13,
I thought I had to create an SPSS file because we're not doing any graph, are we? Okay.
no, that's in lesson 19 when we'll have to have SPSS. For 13, we have P1 equals P2, and then the alternative hypothesis is less than. So we have the last one as our answer.
Okay, and then 14.
14,
Use the data.
it's in the Excel file, so it's 0.141.
Yeah, I can see it here, 0.141.
Emily
Okay.
and Raquel, do you guys have that too?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
And then 15, we have 0.145. Did everybody get that?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
I got that.
Then the z-score is still in the Excel file. It's negative 2.20.
020.
Yep,
Yep. Got that.
we're doing great, guys.
2.020.
So for 17, it says given the z-score from the last question, which should you shade, the left or the right side of the z-score for the p-value?
Obviously, the left. Hello.
Correct. I don't know, guys. Maybe
They were
both
nice
sides.
to us, me now.
Okay, and then what's the p-value for this test? I got 0.022.
Too.
So on these ones, I want to clarify. So when it's now that we're in the proportions, we don't. If it's one-tailed, we don't need to divide it by 2, right? The p-value.
Correct. That
It's
is
only
correct.
the two.
We own. Do you have a normal applet and you can go plug in our test statistics?
I have mine pulled up. I can just double check.
Okay. My negative 2.20.
Oh, so actually it would be, well, mine says 0.22, so that's right. Yeah,
So
so
if you
as long as you put the type of test, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
So if I just changed it and it's the correct answer, if I were to have a two-sided, it would be 0.043. But if it's just one-sided, it is 0.022.
This one.
So our level of significance was 0.05, right? So we reject the null.
Let's go look at the problem. I think it's 05. Yeah, it is 05.
So
Reject the null.
she sent me a picture.
Isn't that interesting that you can decide whether you want to reject the null and by setting alpha?
Sorry, what was?
You could just decide what your result on your statistics. You could set it up in such a way if you want to have it fail. That's why it has to be a symbol random sample.
Yeah.
Bias.
I think the last one is C.
I
There's
agree.
sufficient evidence to conclude admitted on weekday diet, same proportion for type of heart attack. Yes. Okay, ladies, I'm going to submit it. So it's 9:48. We're finishing 12 minutes early.
Yay!
Cross our fingers.
I
Two.
I put down the number 6. What was the answer for number?
For what number for now?
Number 6.
It's
We
points. We missed that one.
yeah.
So we missed that one on the very last one.
I remember thinking I gotta go back and figure that out. I know how to figure it
I
out.
don't want more. He's eating
I
most
just
of my
missed 6. So I only missed
food. Wait,
1.
did you guys do the last one?
Yeah, I did C, which was
Oh,
the...
I thought you said D. I was like, I feel like this one's different, but okay.
No,
Okay.
C. So that
So
one is C, and
6,
that's correct.
I think, yeah.
The
Okay.
point estimate. I'm wondering if the point estimate is like the critical value for 95%. I'm wondering if it was supposed to say 1.96, but I could be wrong.
Should we just ask
I
the
was wrong about
teacher?
that one. Yeah, I think we should. We can ask him.
We can just do an email
Yeah, because that's the only one we missed, which is really good. That's the only one.
Yeah. So let's just move on because I know 19 is going to take us a while.
Right.
Okay. And I just so then we're making sure that we are
Moving forward.
get done. You are crazy, gents.
Okay.
Okay, well,
so we
for
have
6, let me just, for 6, I just added the 2 together, and that wasn't right either. So Emily might be onto something with the 1.96, and that was just means we were totally overthinking it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't even
so
know. 'Cause there's 2, but we'll look at it later.
Yeah. Okay.
There's your confidence interval. Oh, right down here.
Oh, so you take that.
okay, so 19.
I really didn't have any problems with this.
What's the point estimate? Oh, p-hat. Oh.
Is Wanda going to tell us?
Yeah, Wanda, can you help us?
Can you help us find that?
Because we don't know what the point estimate. We thought it was the p-hat, but then
That's P hat. So that's why I thought if you take P1 and plus P2 and divide it by 2 to get.
so Wanda, this is what it says on our homework, like where we can find the overall proportion. It's on the text. It's on the text. I was showing you on the text.
Oh, I'm not seeing anything. Hold on, Fina's got a different screen up. Let me. Where's your?
If you.
Oh, it's over there. Okay.
So we thought that this was it because it was the overall proportion p-hat.
There they are.
Overall sample proportion.
But we did that. But we did that and we came out wrong. So we don't know what we did wrong.
Maybe calculate it wrong.
Maybe.
You took at 0.143. I add the they came up with and divide it by 2, and I got 0.143.
But I mean, even if you figured out where the middle of your confidence interval is, that would still be your point estimate.
Oh.
Does that make sense? So the Excel spreadsheet gives you your confidence interval.
So which would be?
So if you were to find out that middle point, that's your point estimator.
Okay, let's go in.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm like,
Where is our?
Well, it's halfway. So.
Should I bring it up?
Well, if you subtract them and then divide it, you'll have your MOE. But you could figure out your MOE and then add your MOE into the lower one, and that would give you your halfway point.
Well, but the formula you showed me was that divided.
Was that the formula? So where you said it was in the text? Where is it in the text?
if you go to the text and you go to the summary at the very end, it shows the overall sample proportion. So I did that, and I put on the top, we added first, and then we added the bottom, and then we divided. So it was p-hat equals x1 plus x2, and then we added n1 plus n2, and then divided the x over the n.
Yeah. So what's your x1?
52, right?
Yeah, 52, and then
One is
and then n is 70. That's 59, I believe.
I guess.
x1 is 18 over 52, and x2 is 17 over. Wait a second. I'm sorry, 8 over 70, and the other one is 17 over 59. Well, were we supposed to add them all up, the yes and the no?
No, we're just supposed to do the yes.
Oh, the yes.
Yes, and the total.
Okay.
Right.
52 over 70 and 42 over
59.
59. Sorry, I screwed up again.
Oh, sorry to get your water bottle.
So we added those across on the top and then added below and then divided and we came out to 0.729.
Yeah.
But it's wrong.
Here, 52 plus 42 equals 94. So 94 on top. And 70 plus 59 on the bottom. And 29. So 94 divided by 29.
129.
So I get 0.728.
Yeah, and
So
then we rounded.
0.73 is okay, so you did 0.729, is that what you did?
Yeah,
And that was wrong.
yeah.
Just for time's sake, do you guys want to keep working on this, or do you want to start on lesson 19? I just don't know if you guys have a lot of questions for 19.
I probably have more on 19 than I do. I mean, this is one problem.
Yeah.
I'll just wait and ask the teacher.
Let me play around with it. Why don't you guys move on and see if I can come up with an aha. So that was on the test. You guys took the test or the quiz, and it came out wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay.
let's just do 19. Sorry, I'm not trying to, if we have more questions, I want to work on this, but I just would rather get 19 out of the way, and then I'm more than willing to meet up with you guys again if we need to.
Okay, so we can go ahead and submit this. And we can do it.
But, so, like, when I was doing the SPS for this and I was following along the guide, I wasn't getting the same values as he was.
Me either.
So I don't know. I don't know
he
what he
showed
did.
that.
Okay.
Well,
I
he
did
showed
that
it in
too.
Excel too, and we don't have the sheet that
That
he
was
had.
the only one we did.
So what it is, guys, I redid it. You have
Okay, sorry. You want your point estimator? It's going to be p hat 1 minus p hat 2.
You're
That's
right. That's it.
It took her how long to do that?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta write that down real fast. Sorry.
Okay.
So P hat 1.
Minus. That's right. Right.
Because that's what you add and subtract your MOE from. So that's your point estimate.
So, like, 0.141
I
minus.
feel like I had that in my notes somewhere. Okay, so what is the P hat 1 is 0.7, hold on, let me pull it up.
P hat 1 is
743, right? Minus
what
0.712.
were the numbers you had? 52 over what?
Isn't P
you're
hat
gonna
1
use
0.141?
I know, but I need to. Okay, what was the first
I
step?
got 0.031.
Oh, that's because we changed our values. Never mind. I'm looking at something different.
You're like, what are you
Don't
talking about?
listen to me. Don't listen to
Oh,
me.
no, these were no. So you need to do that in decimal and then do that in decimal.
Okay, all right. Hang on.
So, I'm going to pull up SPSS real fast while you guys are working on that.
Okay.
You know what?
Okay, that's what I did earlier, and we got 1.455. That's what we did initially.
That answer, that 1.455 was wrong too, because that's the answer I put in.
No, it's
Oh, did you?
0.031.
3-1. Okay.
Because you have to minus
Guys.
it, Emily.
Never mind. You guys go ahead and do what you want. I'll just do what I want.
Oh, because we have to subtract it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, so for lesson
Got it.
19 preparation, he inputted, I believe it was Democrats first and then Republicans.
Uh-huh.
And so I did the opposite way. I did Republicans then Democrats.
And then you got the right answers?
And I got the right answer. So I could pull up on my SPSS. I think I actually might have saved it.
How did wait? I didn't even. figure out how to get it in there.
Okay, hold on, ladies.
0.031. So what did you guys get for that one?
The same, 0.031.
Yeah, 0.031.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, we didn't save. That's a bummer. Okay. So what you need to do let me screen share real fast. Because, yeah, I was so frustrated. I was like, what the heck is he doing? We're not getting the same
I
answers.
know. He always does it.
I know. Okay.
So
I'm going to show you guys. So does everybody have SPSS up?
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in the first variable, this is from what I remember. Man, I don't have it saved. So put Republican. And then it's Republic, right?
Yeah.
And then Democrat and Democrat. And then in favor.
Okay. Is that how you did it?
Yeah, and then I do 120, so 250. I have to make sure, so let me. Okay, and then you go into the variable view. So if you want to so the name for this one. So the first one is the party. The second one is, I'll just say vote, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I just put down Prop 8.
And then the last one I put count.
Yeah, I would count with Prop 8 on the other one.
Can you guys see my screen still?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have to go to data and then weight cases. Can you see it when I do this still? Sorry, sometimes it doesn't show on.
No, it doesn't show that, but I know how to do that.
Okay, so I go weight cases and then do weight cases by the count.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm really hoping this works out because I did this yesterday and I thought I saved the thing, but it didn't save. So then we go descriptive statistics and do crosstabs.
Yeah. And then what do you put for rows?
So for rows, okay, let me see what I have written down my notes. And then rows, we put the column variable. So
How do you know?
I'm pretty sure we do vote, or the party for the row.
Okay.
And then the column, we do vote for the column.
How do you know the variable, like you do the variable 1 and that would be the party affiliation?
Oh,
That's
so
the
I
first
went
one.
through in the variables. So can you look at my screen? Can you
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
So, hold on.
Analyze statistics.
I renamed it right here, so I renamed it party, so it's not variable 1.
Got it. Okay. So rows would be essentially variable 1, but you renamed it to party affiliation.
Yeah.
And then columns would be
The 2, I
2.
believe. Yeah.
Got it.
And then go up here to statistics and do the chi-square.
Uh-huh.
I call it chi for some reason.
I know. I did the same thing because it looks like Tai Chi.
I was thinking chia seeds. I'm a little obsessed.
Ah, there you go.
Then cells and then expected. Then press OK.
Do you do observed as well? Because that's
No.
what the professor
I think
did.
observed is already just included in. I just go and click expected. Okay, yeah, we did it right. Oh, I remembered. Let me make sure this is the right.
You should be doing these videos,
Oh
Maurice.
yeah. No way.
Because I'm like, he is confusing me beyond belief right now.
Oh, I know. Well, that's why I just was like, you know what? I wonder if I reverse it, if it'll work. So, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it worked. So.
Well, I'm glad you did because now that I understand like how to get to this point, I'm like, okay, I feel good. We
Makes
can move
life
on.
so much easier.
I know. Seriously.
And you have your value, your degree of difference.
Yeah, and then that should show everything that. And then on the bottom it says all expected have expected count less than 5 or 0 cells. So the A, or what is it? Not A.
C.
So B is that all the expected cell counts are greater than 5. And then are all the are the requirements met? And that's just when you do row 1, column 1. Then you do the expected count. See, even on here in the answer, my answers are going to be different because it says row 2, column 2. I don't know. They did it backwards, but for some reason, me doing it Republicans and then Democrats, I don't know. It works for Excel, but.
So how do you guys look at the requirements met? How are you guys reading that on the table?
Did you do it in Excel or
SPSS?
Yeah,
So how I read it is you look at the expected count.
Yeah, for like Democrat.
So I'm looking at for Democrats. So it's 52.
You do the total or?
So yeah, you do the expected count. You just do 52, not the total. So
Got
that's
it.
for against, and then expected count for in favor would be 148.
Where is the expected? Which one are you at?
I am. Hold on. Let me share
I
the
don't
screen.
know.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Vote.
So it's still a little bit. You kind of have to make sure.
Okay, I am at the chi-square test.
Right here on my screen, or are you still creating the?
No, I'm already there. I've got the results.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But the one on the the one with the test to see if it's been the requirements are met.
So look at for letter B. Is that the one you're talking about? Is letter B?
Oh, computed only for a 2x.
So look at A. On the chi-square test, look at A. It says 0 cells have expected count less than 5. So in the requirements for this, we can't have any number that is. It can't be less than 5. It has to either be equal to or greater than. And so when it says 0 cells, it means that there's nothing less than 5. So the minimum. So we're good. The requirements have been met because all the cells are greater than 5.
Okay.
And then for C, I still feel like it's a little backwards. Because on the answer key, it says this row count, or row 1, column 1 is 222. So it just depends on how you set it up. So because we did against and then in favor, I don't know.
It's just backwards, but
It's backwards, but we have the same
it's
value.
correct.
That's what we need.
Okay.
Did you do a analyze
Descriptive statistics and then cross tabs.
Okay, I did the cross tabs, and I did prop 8 on the rows, and I did columns. I did the party in the column.
Okay, yeah. So it has to be the rows need to be the party, and then the columns needs to be the vote. So whether they were for or against it.
Okay. The party goes on the row, and the prop 8 goes there.
And then make sure you go into statistics and put chi-square, and then the cells. That's when you make sure you do the expected.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. So are we all good on this? Raquel, how are you doing on this?
Oh, I didn't get past putting in the first Republican, Democrat.
Okay, so then do you want me to put my screen back up so you can look what I have?
I can see your answers, but I don't know how to make SPS do that.
Okay, so get just like a new document.
Okay, hang on a second.
And so I'm sure
I have a new document, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, Republican, Democrat.
Okay.
That's
So
as
then
far as I got.
So in the second column, do in favor, against, in favor, against. So I am sharing on my screen, so just copy it how I have it.
And Melissa, oh gee, senile kicked in. I forgot my question. Um,
Okay.
there was a part there that you were reading from the expected. Okay, the expected.
Yep, it's under the chi chart. So then Raquel, then you
Was
have the
it
numbers imputed, or imputed, is that the right word?
Where do you get the numbers? Is that the numbers that were in the problem in
Yeah.
that
So the
little
numbers in
chart?
the problem. So it'll have Republican in favor, so that's in favor is 250, then against is 50, and then
So-
Democrat in favor is 120.
Oh, wait a minute. I did that backwards.
I don't see it in the expected. The expected vote.
Then that was 50, Democrat, 120, 80.
And then
I
you make
didn't
sure
know
you,
where to put all these things.
how do you know? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I actually just watched the video, the supplement video, for the video tutorial. And then he sets it up backwards. He does Democrat, Democrat, Republic, Republic. So you'll get different answers.
I don't remember that video because I thought I watched them all. But he used Excel in one of them.
Yeah.
Our Excel sheet doesn't have that page.
No. I just had to figure this out, kind of. I just played around for a little bit.
Yeah, he does SPS after the Excel one on his video.
Yeah.
But it's backwards and it's wrong.
Yeah.
Marissa's telling you correctly, so.
Okay, so after you get all that plugged in.
Not right,
so then
now what?
So now go up to go up to data.
Data.
And then go all the way down to weight cases. It's the very last one.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. So then what you're going to do is put the count and click on weight cases by, and then put that into the frequency variable, the count into the frequency variable.
Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, wait, Raquel, we have to, so what you need to do, back up. Before you do that, to help you easily understand what's going on, on the SPSS, go into data view, or the variable view. Do you see where I'm at on mine?
Mm-hmm.
Variable view.
So in the name on the very first one, for the row 1, is put party. So just type in party, vote, and count.
Okay.
Okay, and then once you have that, it'll make everything so much easier. So then you go up to data, do weight cases, and then put the count in where the frequency variable. So click weight cases by.
I did the weight cases.
Okay, and then do the count.
Didn't work.
I transferred the count right there.
What's the matter, Raquel?
Oh, okay, I see it. I had to go redo it because I had already done it and it had the old name.
Oh,
Yikes.
Okay. So then what we're going to do is go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, then Explore.
I thought it was crosstabs.
Or, sorry, I mean crosstabs. I say that every time. See? I know you guys are paying attention. Just kidding. Okay,
You have to go to statistics and hit the chi-squared.
Yeah, so then, first you put the party in your rows. Do you see? I have mine screen shared.
Yeah.
And then column, put the vote. And then click on statistics. Then do the chi-square, continue. And then cells, make sure you click expected, continue. And then press OK.
Okay, where is expected? That's the one. Where is it?
Okay, so can you still see my
cells.
screen?
I see chi-square, but where is expected?
So expected is in the cells portion.
Oh, the cell. Okay.
Here, I'll screen share it real fast.
Expected.
fraction.
Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the one I was, okay.
Yep, so everybody good with that one?
Okay. It's all good. I got it.
And then,
I'm good.
okay, and then Raquel, it has like, so what we were talking about, it has for, how do you know the requirements have been met? If you look underneath the chi-square test box, it'll say in the letter A, underneath everything, it says 0 cells have expected count less than 5. So that just tells you that everything is greater than 5.
And it says the minimum expected count is 52 after that.
Yep. Do you get that, Raquel?
I have to do. Nice. Okay, I see that, but I don't think I got the same number that you guys have.
Okay, let me screen share.
So what did you get for the Z-score?
The Z-score, I got 33.957.
33.957. Yeah, that's a big Z
I have 371.795.
Can you screen share yours real fast so I can see how? It's just you probably put the data in wrong.
I put some stuff in wrong, and I came up with some really weird.
Okay, can you see
so
it?
just yeah, I can see. I'm just comparing. So leave it right there.
Ah!
52, 148. Okay, so you just put the numbers in wrong is all. Okay, so for the in favor total, oh, you have 2 columns. Okay, I see what happened. So Raquel, instead of what you did is you put vote in favor and then another in favor. You're supposed to
Shouldn't I have 4?
To make it simple, I put yes, no, yes, no.
So you're supposed to just do, so Republican, Republican. So in the same column you do Republican, Republican, Democrat, Democrat.
Yeah.
Second column you go against, for, against, for. And so you did extra columns.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Raquel?
No.
I
Okay.
did.
So it's supposed to be yes, no, yes, no.
No, it's against, for. I just did yes, no to make it simple.
Yeah, so you just do against, for, and then on the right side you do the count. So for some reason mine's not letting me screen share.
That's because I'm sharing, probably.
I want to stop sharing real fast so I can show you what I was meaning.
Alright, I changed that.
Or
how do you stop it? Okay, I guess I did stop it.
okay, mine's just not letting me screen share for some reason.
That's weird.
Emily or Finau, do you guys have?
It doesn't like us.
What I'll do is I'm just gonna send you a picture, Raquel. And then
Okay, so I'm gonna close this one.
okay, so this is just how you're supposed to set it up. Okay, I just sent it to you individually. And so that will help hopefully make more sense. So how you did like the whole getting the chi-square, you did that process right. It's just how you put the information, and you did it, you added an extra column, and so you're only supposed to have those 3. Let me know when you get it.
I don't understand how you have 3 when you have against, for, that's 4.
Because against was all going in one column, Raquel. They don't need a different column. They all go in one column. You put string. When you set it up, you go over, let me pull up the second row, and there's a little, it says numeric, you click on the corner of that and you change it to string, and then it pops up a bunch of things, and then you click on string so that it'll pick up against for all of that in that row.
Oh, I didn't mind. Well, she has. I have a.
Change the numeric to string.
She has in favor first. I have against.
Oh,
It
that could
doesn't
be.
matter. As long as you get your numbers correct, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, as long as the numbers are correct, it really doesn't matter how you put it in. It's just knowing how to read it.
Okay.
Come here. Go get Dada. Go get Dada. Oh, he's going to come get you. So does that make sense? We can go back over after, but it's 10:20 right now, and so I'm thinking we should probably just get started on our group
And
quiz.
the quiz has 14 questions. The first one is where we input, because I was looking over it while you guys are doing that. We have to input into SBS for the first half, and then the second half, it's a data file.
Okay,
So it'll probably be quicker for the second half.
let's hope.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Melissa just wants to
Okay.
terrorize us with quiz.
How am I terrorizing?
I am so scared of taking quiz, but Melissa is so brave. She just plunged right into it.
Oh, I don't.
Melissa
Guys, I just...
pushed me into it.
Oh, thank you. I know I'm bullying you guys into taking it. Because I have faith in you ladies. You just need to have
Yay!
faith in yourself.
Hey, I got the right answer. Okay.
Way to go. Yes,
I guess we're gonna open the quiz.
Like that word, quiz and test.
I'm going to enjoy my 8 weeks off where I don't hear the word test, quiz, variable.
I know, me too, guys. This is my last semester.
I'm kind of sad that the semester is getting close to the end.
I'm not sad at
I'm
one bit.
not. I get more excited every week.
I think I'm just having too much fun.
Okay. So, Emily, did you just open up that chiropractic?
No, that's the second half of the test. So we have to do the input of the stuff, the info they're giving us for the first half. So you have to open up SPSS, the new data set, and input this information.
Oh, okay.
Do they want us to have a blank sheet? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Roger that one. Oh, go away.
File, new data.
Okay. File, new tab, data. Okay. Great.
So, let's make sure we're all setting it up the same way so we don't have to go back over it later.
Mhm.
So we'll do, try to remember how our homework was set up, just make sure. We do female, female.
Put gender. Gender. Party. And count.
Well, what's it asking? A public opinion
Gender.
poll surveyed a simple random sample of 1,000 voters.
Okay.
Respondents were classified by gender, female or male, and by voting preference. The results are presented here.
Independent. Sorry.
So,
Two. Oh. Where's the gender?
okay.
Mm.
So, the only thing is,
How to set it up, right?
we have to do, yeah, female, 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 right?
I'm not sure.
If we have three things,
We just need to. Okay.
so then, okay, so we do female, 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 so three females, and then male, male, male.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You're right, because there's
So-
3 parties.
3 parties.
So one of our string is gender. Okay, let me go.
Yeah. Okay, and then do Republic,
The first one is gender.
Democrat. So this is second column and independent.
And then you hit enter, and then when you see numeric, change it to string.
So Raquel, are
we
you where we're
supposed
at
to be
right
in
now?
variable view?
And
No,
then
are we supposed to be in variable view?
So variable view, the very first one, type in
Yeah.
the name as gender. Bye, hun, love you.
party,
Then the type, put string. So then you
string,
can actually type the words for it.
and then we count.
And then for party also, for the second one, do party. And then the type, do string. And then the last one, do count and then numeric.
Yeah, then we go to the data now.
Do you have that, Raquel?
You click on variable at the
I
bottom. And
What
you,
was that,
Why
Raquel?
will it not let me? It won't let me type.
are you in variable view
Go to variable view.
Yes.
with
So
gender?
I have gender.
I left it out.
And then there's numeric. Click on the
Gender's
little
in number 1.
numeric.
So gender is number 1, and then in this type, put string. So click on type and the 3 dots and put string.
For
Does-
gender.
Square on the right. You click on it and pop up a bunch of stuff, and you click on string.
Do you see what she's talking about, Raquel?
If you click on the little
Yeah,
square
I
on,
have string.
okay,
Why?
Okay, so then what's the matter?
Okay, in line 1 I have gender
party on the second one.
under name, string under type, and then it has, I don't know, width 8.0.
Don't worry about everything else on the other side.
Okay,
Okay, so
count.
just focus on the first 2. The width is just how many letters or how many numbers you can put in. I just shorten it up. I don't change the width. I just put republic. So then just focus on just 1, put gender, then type, put string. Then 2, put party, then type, put string. And then 3, put count, and then put numeric in the type. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
And then we go to the data view.
And number 3 is numeric.
Yes.
Yeah, just put count, and it'll automatically come up as numeric.
And then the fourth
Okay,
one,
so
total. Actually, I don't know if we have to do the total.
the fourth one is,
Okay, so now are you in the data view? Are you done with that?
okay, so I have, and then data view has gender, party, count.
Yes, that's it. Just
Right.
those 3. So then in the gender one, just copy and paste female, female, female. So just do that for 1, 2, and 3, put female in. Or even just F if that's easier. Then for 4, 5, and 6, put male or M.
Okay.
Okay, and then for party, do Republic, Democrat, Independent.
Okay, and so for party, do we put just the 3 different parties? Or
Yep,
do
so
we-
just do Republic, Democrat, Independent.
I didn't write them all out, I just did the
That's
first 3
okay.
letters.
And then for the count, make sure it's 250, 350.
Okay, the count, okay, the Republican was how many?
250.
250.
The Democrat was 300.
Democrat is 300.
And then the Independent is 50.
300 for Democrat,
Yep.
And
50 for independent.
50 for independent.
And then you have 200, 150, 50. Emily, do you have that?
Yeah, I have.
Wait a
for
second. Okay. That was for the female?
Yes, that was for female. So just in your row, just type 250, 350. So column 1 or row 1 is 250, 2 is 300, 3 is 50.
Okay, for the male?
Male is 200, 150, 50.
Okay, so
Does everybody have that?
Yep.
Raquel, do you have that? No, Jen.
Yes.
Perfect, ladies. Okay. No, don't do that. Sorry, guys. So which set of hypotheses is appropriate for addressing the research question? So it's, excuse me, the
I
gender.
put the last one.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
I say 3.
Yep. Okay. So
okay.
3 for
Which what?
number 4. It's asking us what the equation is for computing the degrees of freedom.
I put
And
the
the degrees
last
of freedom is rows minus 1 and then columns minus 1. Yep.
Okay, so wait. Rows minus 1. Is it the number C?
Yes. Okay, so then for number 5, we need to go in. So if everybody goes data, weight cases.
I kind of somehow got lost. What was number 3? The men's
3 is the last one.
is the first one?
Last one, it's C. You want the voting preferences are independent, and then the gender voting preferences are not independent.
Yeah, that's correct.
So then for number, is it 5? We had to find the degrees of freedom. So everybody
So
do data,
Okay, let's pull up our data.
weight view.
Data.
Say bye to Dada.
Does anybody have any questions? You did?
Okay, so then did everybody do the weight cases and put the count as the variable?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do analyze, and then descriptive statistics, and then cross tabs.
Cross tabs.
And then make sure that rows has gender, and then the column has party.
Okay. Statistics.
Dada out there, you go bye-bye to work.
Yeah, in the first set, they were the correct numbers, and most were the
Okay, and then statistics, we do the chi-square, and the cells we put expected. Did everybody have that?
Yes.
Cool. So I got degrees of freedom as 2. What did you get, Em?
Okay, just a second.
I got 2.
Perfect.
Okay, it's 2.
Yeah.
Freedom is 2. Other requirements for conducting a chi-square test for independence methods. Okay, let's pull up my thing.
So 6. So
Yeah.
there's 0 cells, so everything is greater than 5. So yes, there's at least 5 expected counts in each
I
cell.
say the first one.
Yeah.
What was it?
That's
The
the one I
first
think
one.
it is.
It says
The
have
first one?
no less than 5. The minimum expected is 40. Okay, so I will say 40. Yes. All of the expected cell counts are greater than 30. Which one is it?
It's the first one.
What is the value of the chi-squared?
And why does it have that little A in there?
So it's 16.204?
Yes, I think so.
16.204. You guys on 7?
Yes. Number
Then
8 is 0.
is the bubble. The p-value
So,
is, so remember to click on it.
Where is
So it's 0.003. Look at the bubble. Round to 3 decimals. So it's just going to be 0. It's 0.000.
Okay. So
it's, what was the level of significance?
that one
Five?
inside it would
Yeah.
still be 0.000.
Yeah, so it's just
less
0.
than. So
So
there is sufficient.
there's sufficient evidence to
Point
suggest
0.00.
that.
Which of the following statements best describe the outcome?
The very last one is what I got.
that there is sufficient evidence that gender and voting preferences are not independent, right?
I got that are independent.
Yeah, they are. If you're rejecting the null, then they wouldn't be.
Well, our alternative
Alternative is not
hypothesis
independent. Our
was
null,
gender and voting preferences are not independent.
our
There is-
alternative.
Because
So
we
aren't
say
trying
that
to
there
reject
is.
the null hypothesis, so it means that there's sufficient evidence.
Okay, let's go read a hypothesis.
Because if we reject the null hypothesis, it means that we are saying that they are independent. If we were
And not.
if we fail to reject, that means
Well, you reject.
If you reject the null, then
Yeah, but
they're
in the
not.
thing it says you state, if you reject the null, then you say there is sufficient evidence, and then you state the length, the
they're not
HA
independent.
in layman's terms.
Sorry, I was reading the so it's not independent. So
Right.
it's the first one.
Is it the second? No, there's sufficient evidence to suggest that Democrats outnumber Republicans. That has nothing to do with what we would. There is not. No, there's not.
I have a quick question because my data didn't match your guys's, and so just a forewarning, you need to make sure that your data, when you guys type it in, that they're all written correctly and that they're the same. So if you like do Repub for one and Republican for another, it will mess up your data. So just to forewarn you. So for 7, did you guys get 16.204?
16.204. Yep.
Cool. Okay. I just want to make sure I was on the right track.
Good to know. Thanks for telling me that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it makes a huge difference. My data, my chi-square or whatever, it was like 100 something. So
Whoa.
so I had to go check, and I had written something. I typed it wrong than the other ones, and so it makes a difference.
Good to know. Oh my gosh.
Which of the
Yeah.
Okay, so now we get to move on to the chiropractic now.
Yep. So we open up the SPSS.
what did we decide on 9?
We got the first one, that there is sufficient evidence to suggest that gender and voting preferences are not independent.
Yeah, it is the first one because it's against the null.
Okay, so then we just, when you guys have that open, just put everything in.
But what? Oh, the chiropractor's top sab.
Yep.
Okay. Are we supposed to put this in?
No, it has the data in there for you already.
So just open up the chiropractic SPSS thing.
Thank goodness.
I know. I was
You
like,
know what? I had already done this. I had input all of this. Let me see if it's the same as this.
so I got true for 10.
Let me see if my number are the same as this.
Analyze.
983.
in the
Reason
top
goes
row, do
in
you
rows, right?
I put reason for the row and then, what else? I don't know.
Okay.
Location for the column.
For column, yeah.
Okay, I put
Okay.
location,
so-
motivation, count. And I had wellness, prevent, at risk, sick role, self-care on the middle one. And then I just list the same 5 things again three times because there were 3 countries. And then the first one was Australia, Europe, US. And I just need to input my numbers.
No, just, so for now, they already have that all done for you.
Oh, sorry.
So just go in, so look at,
So just look.
where it says, okay, so underneath, it has that file. So just open up the chiropractic file.
Okay, I'm
You
opening
just
it up.
click on that.
Yeah, just click, download that, and then open it up in SPSS, and you don't have to input anything.
Oh, I got
It'll
it.
save you a whole lot of headache.
I did all of that. Okay.
So,
Don't worry, we're almost there.
Okay. Is your count 62, 61, 72, 64? Oh, I want to make sure I have the right data on my hand.
Yep, you have it. It's right.
All right.
Got it.
So are we weight?
So do the weight, and then or data weight cases.
Okay. I don't like it when it disappears from me. There,
And then
chiropractic.
do the analyze.
Analyze descriptors.
So what I realized,
Reason goes on rows.
yeah, I put reason as rows and location as the columns. So I was just thinking, looking at this, in order to figure out, like, I don't think it matters what order you put it in, like the data view. It's how you do the chi-square. So, because rows go across, right? It's left to right. And then columns go up and down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's why we struggled so much with it's not necessarily how, when the guy did it in the lesson, like the review, I think we just had to impute the right columns and rows. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I wonder if I just put it backwards
Okay.
and that's why I was getting the wrong numbers.
So the chi-squared is
well, I
7.
thought one of the
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
7.436.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Okay, 7.
You get 8 degrees of freedom.
I got 8.
Okay.
I got true that the test is true for
Okay,
so
that's
for
what I
now we
got.
got 10 is true. 11 is 8. I
Okay.
got 12 is 7.436. And then the p-value, I got 0.490. Is that what you guys got?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then I put,
That's what I got.
for 14, I put that there's insufficient evidence to suggest that. The second one, what did you guys put?
That's what I put.
Okay, so I'm going to submit it.
It's wait a
Okay.
minute. Didn't we
What was the p-value?
reject the null though, right?
0.490. We failed to reject it because it's 0.05, not, and that one's 0.490.
Okay.
The p-value is 0.490.
Oh.
So
0.490 is the
the p-value.
okay.
Yep.
So
Oh,
it's the second
We didn't
one.
divide that by 2 since it's is,
as in boy.
Nope, you don't divide it in the two
Right.
proportions I gave.
all right.
It's 100%, ladies.
Okay. Which number 14 is what? There is enough. There is
They're
sufficient.
insufficient.
There,
Because
that's right. There's not enough evidence to suggest that people in the United States go to chiropractor more than people in the other countries. Is that the one?
No, the insufficient.
No, I think it's the
What is-
second one.
to visit
There
chiropractors not
is
independent locations.
It's not independent
Yeah,
of the
there is
location.
insufficient.
It's the second one.
Yeah, it is the second one, you guys. You can trust us.
Trust us, we both got 100.
I want to make sure we get it right, guys.
No,
I know, we got 100%, so you'll get it right.
Okay, question number
Something
4.
right.
The equation for computing the degrees of freedom. That is
It's rows minus columns, so it's the last one.
okay. What is the correct choice for degrees of freedom to? Yes, there are at least 5 expected counts in each cell. Is that number 6?
6 is, yes, they're at least the first one.
Yes.
7, 16.204, 0.000. There is sufficient evidence to suggest that gender and voting process are not independent. It's 1. True. Degree of freedom is 8. 7.436. 0.490 was the p-value. Yikes. Go to submit. Yay for Marisa. Thanks, Marisa.
But I didn't.
Now you can go before you're late for an important date.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I got offered a couple internships. One of them, the guy was just like, here, intern's yours, I'll save you a spot, let me know.
Yeah.
Some information, and this
Oh, she's kind of.
I didn't hear you, Marisa. Can you say it again?
What was that?
Yay for Marisa, the hero of the day. Hip, hip, hooray. For the pool bear, sorry.
So your internship, what is it? The audio was off.
Oh, good, sorry. So if you guys are looking for this next semester, I was just going to say, just make sure you guys just email them and just say, hey, are you accepting applications? One of them literally just gave me an internship. They're like, okay, you have it, we'll save you a spot. Like, they don't know any information about me, they just gave it to me. So
That's exciting.
I know,
Congratulations.
I'm like, I have
That's
one, but
incredible.
I want to interview with this other lady and just make sure, because this other one is I have to do like movie guides. I don't know how to create movie guides. So I'm kind of nervous.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I want to talk to this other lady, but we shall see how it goes. But
Well, good job.
thanks, lady. Sorry, I was just like, I need to make sure I can call her as soon as possible.
Yay.
No, that's totally fine. Yeah, I understand.
So just before we get off, I know we haven't received feedback just yet. When we do receive feedback, are you guys all okay to just, even if we were just to text over things, or even if we just did a quick Google Hangout sometime just to see if there's anything we do need to change?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Just send me a text.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to stop the broadcast.